We're all used to the idea of a typical classroom where a whole class is engaging on a focal point. Oftentimes, smaller groups need to be formed for closer, more detailed discussion and group activity. A teacher may also want to engage with these smaller groups to support or direct at any time. The smaller groups can then reform back into the whole class once more. This concept has now been made possible while participating in a video conferencing call on Microsoft Teams. In a Teams meeting, it might be that a few people are talking, but everybody else is listening. What if others need to have their own conversations before carrying on with the main group? The answer is breakout rooms. These can be set up by the meeting organizer. The meeting organizer must be using the Teams desktop app for this function to work. Participants can join the meeting from any version of Teams, like a web page, a phone app, or a desktop app, and they won't be affected or have a different experience. Once you have created and joined your Teams meeting, click on the Rooms button. In the side menu, click on the drop-down box to choose the amount of breakout rooms you want to create. You can choose to assign the participants in your meeting to the breakout rooms automatically, which will divide everyone equally, but for what we need to do, we're going to choose Manual. Select Manual, then click the button Create Rooms. Now we can see our two rooms, called Room 1 and Room 2. This could be better though. If we hover the mouse over the room, we see a breadcrumb menu which is like 3 dots. Let's click this and choose Rename. Now let's do this for the other one. Now our rooms have better names. You can name them anything you want. Next, we want to move the participants in the main meeting into these rooms. We have 4 participants, so we're going to put 2 in each room so they can talk amongst themselves in pairs. Now our participants are assigned to breakout rooms. But hang on, they aren't in there yet. We can see next to the name of each breakout room a label saying Closed. Until we open these rooms, our assigned participants won't be able to go in. Now we can see our breakout rooms are open. If we click on each of them, a drop-down shows the participants in that room. Do you see that button that looks like a bullhorn? This will let you make an announcement in text individually to each participant in the breakout rooms. If you want to close the breakout rooms and bring everyone back into the main meeting, you can click the blue Close button on the sidebar. If you hover the mouse over an individual breakout room, you can close just that one, leaving participants in other breakout rooms alone. If we want to join the participants in a breakout room to engage with them, we can use the 3-dot breadcrumb menu on that room and click on Join Room. This opens a separate Teams meeting window in front of the main one. Here we can use many of the features that are also in the main Teams meeting, such as viewing the participants in our breakout room and using a chat function to send messages to others in the breakout room. When we have finished engaging with those in the breakout room, we can press the red Leave button to exit. When you exit a breakout room, click the Resume button to rejoin the main meeting room. While our breakout rooms are closed, we have another couple of options. We can set a time limit for breakout rooms so that participants will be put back in the main meeting automatically after a set amount of time. This timer will start when we open the breakout rooms. Activating the next option will automatically move participants to their assigned breakout rooms without giving them the usual choice to move in by themselves. This can be very useful in controlling a class full of students. The last option will allow people already in a breakout room to exit if they wish and go back to the main meeting. Activating this will keep them in the breakout room until it is closed. Now this is all fantastic, but we may not want to configure all of this during our meeting. What if we want to configure this before our meeting? Well, we can set up our breakout rooms before the meeting starts. Here we have the Teams app with our pre-made meeting in the calendar. Let's change some settings by going into the meeting. Click on the Breakout Rooms tab. Then click Create Rooms. Let's make 3 this time. Now we can go to the 3-dot breadcrumb menu on each room and edit the name. Again, whatever you want, make it fun even. Now we can assign participants to the rooms in advance. Again, we're going to choose the manual option. Click the participant and select the room. Finally, there is a settings menu that looks like a cog in the top right corner that will take us to the rest of our options. One additional option here is that we can assign someone else in our meeting to be a co-organizer. This is great if we need a hand during the meeting to reorganize our breakout rooms on the fly. We can concentrate on presenting information while our co-organizer handles the breakout rooms behind the scenes. Once again, we also have our options for setting a time limit, automatically moving people to the rooms, and allowing people to return to the main meeting.